What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED and LCD gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to try out a game called Peak. Somebody was curious if it actually is worthy of its verification badge. Because frame rate has absolutely nothing to do with that badge, which I think is absolutely asinine. But regardless, hey, I'm not the one that controls that shit, so my opinion's irrelevant. But I think frame rate should probably be included. If your shit can't even maintain 30, maybe you don't get a verification badge and make people think, oh wow, I can play this and this is gonna be a great experience. Like, no, not always. Which is exactly why I make these videos. So, why don't we go hop on in? It seems like my Steam Deck LCD wants to go to bed, which usually takes them quite a while to even do that, so I must have let them sit there for quite a while. So, why don't we stop with that, hop into the game, let's see how they do.
So, here we go. We're just gonna do the default settings first, and if they're terrible and barely can get 30 FPS, well then we'll drop it down to low and see what we can do. But if I remember correctly, it actually did just fine, to where I think I just played and got some footage and moved on to the OLED, got some camera, and wrapped up. Which is actually decent. I figured it was going to be a terrible experience as usual, but I guess not every game is going to run completely horrible here. Now, same settings on the OLED here. Now, I don't know why, but it seemed like it was still, like, locking the FPS. But I didn't have no FPS limiters on, there's no VSync on, and we weren't getting up to no 400, so it wasn't getting limited by the max frame rate limiter in the game either, so I don't know what was going on with it. Either way, let's go hop back on in the game and see what this thing can do.
Well, alright, let's get a little camera recorder gameplay now. But yeah, it seems to run great on the default settings. And if you wanted to, you could just turn everything down to low. But if it runs this good, I don't see why. Okay, so this is probably going to be very similar to RV. And at least night isn't so damn dark I can't even see 1 foot in front of my head. Oh man, imagine falling on that. Already got one of those. We've already got bandages. More bandages. Well, if I ever need them, I'll try to remember where they are. Although, who knows, maybe those disappear if you don't use them. No idea. Oh, we got stung by a jellyfish. That doesn't sound fun, especially when you're out in the wilderness. Ah, scout cannon. No idea what the hell that means, or what that is for, but probably for alerting people where you are, I imagine. Ooh. Uh-oh, I got poisoned. Uh-oh. So once you go up, you can't go down. And if you spend too much time down, the fog will come and you die. Sounds like. That doesn't sound very fun. Okay. Just barely. Ooh, I don't think I can climb that. No, that's like straight up. There's no way that's working. Shit. I figured the first way I picked wouldn't possibly be the greatest way to go. That never happens in these videos. Whatever. Why don't we move on over to that OLED? So now let's get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay. So I think when morning comes, that fog rolls in. And if I'm still down here, I will die. So we gotta go find a better place to start climbing. Last place I found was terrible. That actually looks doable. Well, looks and doing two different things. So we'll see. Ooh. So remember last time I went off that way. This time I'll go over there. Hopefully, it'll be a better choice. Nah, we don't need no more flares. Oh, I know what those are. Those are those things you use for, like, rappelling down, like ropes and stuff. I'll keep that. Alright, well now we know how that works. I knew I was gonna waste it, but... might be overzealous. Oh, well, at least I didn't, like, die. Uh-oh. There we go. Well, shoot. try to freaking climb when you have like 1% freaking stamina. That's stupid. Nope, still can't make it. Yeah, we probably just have too much shit in our backpack. Ooh. We could eat some random berries again. Anyway, I would say that's probably good. Let's go wrap on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Peak on the Steam Deck OLED and LCD, and it actually seemed to run quite well. Did have some hiccups here and there, but it was still more than playable as far as I'm concerned, and actually is deserving of its verification badge this time. So that's always nice. Obviously, it will, but it will give you 3 graphics options. I would pick Vulkan, since that's just what Linux uses by default. That way you're not wasting any processing power on translation errors. That's just my advice though. You can use whatever you want. That's just what I do. Oh, and then the LCD one crashed on first launch of the game. The OLED did not, so take that with what you will. Neither one of them crashed after I started playing the game, and we played them both for like around 10 to 12 minutes, something like that. But that is all for the video though, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. Still wished I could give you a peace out with my dominant proper hand, but it ain't there yet. So, left-handed peace out it will be until then. And until the next video.